Welcome back to my channel. Hope you had a beautiful day today. Let's dive into my video. So today I want to discuss how important it is not to react on your emotions and then react in a way that you actually want to achieve temporary pleasure. And I think it's very important to discuss this because so many people, many individuals are acting on their temporary pleasure, and then the consequences is enormous, is a consequence of life. And I always say to myself, what is going to happen if I behave a certain way? And how is God looking at me as well? Because this is my most important element of like, what is the view of God when I'm doing something against His will? And I don't want to do this. Not because the Bible says that, because I am decided that this is not the way of life. And the reason why you are not going to act on the temporary pleasure of emotions is because you have navigated yourself and you have gained emotional intelligence. And you can only gain emotional intelligence when you actually are mature. Maturity comes from experience, maturity comes from education, and maturity comes from who you surround yourself with. That's the most important factor. Now, throughout life, you are going to make bad decisions. And I have made bad decisions in my previous life as well. But I have learned from that. And now I can really say that I have matured and I have gained experience in this matter. And I can actually, give advice to people who have made those decisions. I'm just going to give an example. How would you react when you are a religious person and you are following the principles of God and someone comes to you and says something that you have to do against your God? How are you going to react? Are you going to have that integrity, or are you going to act on temporary pleasure? Because this will determine if you are a king or you're a queen. A queen does not cheat on God. You can never cheat on God if you are a king or a queen. So I always say to myself that yes, I am who I am because I'm proud of myself and because I believe that if I follow His principles, I am just going to become a king or a queen. And rather said that in many elements of my life, I can see the beauty of following His principles, of God's principles, is something magnificent. Like it's something that you cannot describe, because you are so grateful to God that He has given you this life, that more things are coming your way, and it's so beautiful. So please do not act on temporary pleasure, because it's not going to lead anywhere, and it will actually portray on your face, on your skin, on your